What's up, YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus, and welcome back to another Fate video. So this is going to be my Fate Grand Order Babylonia episode 8 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video. There's a lot to be said about this episode. This is definitely not like all those other ones where it built up slow and nothing like that. From the jump, Tiamat is already on the battlefield. She's revealed who she is, and well, she reveals sort of who she is. Anna is actually not on the battlefield at the time. She's been teleported away, which she has a strange resemblance to the big bad guy on the field, right? But we'll talk about that another time. Basically, the episode starts off where it leaves off, and basically they're faced with a god. She's telling them basically how futile it is, and Merlin comes up with this crazy idea that even though he's not dangerous, he is dangerous, but he isn't dangerous at the same time, and that he should be its opponent. And then he persists to blast her, right? Yet again, let me just say, the sounds, the groundbreaking, everything in this episode, it was on point. I like the fighting. I like how they were zipping around, and it kept me interested for a long time. Like, watched from the start to end, and will be watched again in the future. So I was liking what I seen. Basically, it's Merlin. Since now Anna's gone, it's basically Merlin and Mash and Ritsuka versus Tiamat, and that is just overpowering just to begin with. And then out of the blue, they seem to get a red herring, right? Ushiwaka shows up, Ushiwaka Maru, and she goes off. And I was actually happy to see this. First of all, this is my first time seeing this servant in action, so her moving and the different blades, and it was nice to see. I was happy to see Leonidas actually join the fight. And it's crazy because even though these people are servants, and you would expect that real life wouldn't really be getting to them, the fact that they're already dead, right? But you got some of the guys that are scared straight. I'm just gonna put it like that for right now. So basically, what happens is Merlin acts like he's gonna shoot the ones. Basically, he acts like he's gonna fight her one-on-one, and Enkidu shows up, but not before. She gives a couple of toss arounds. She throws a couple of blasts their way. Her eyes. The one thing that gives her away is her petrifying glance, right? That, if anything, the Gorgon, if anything, that can't be anything but Medusa, right? But like I was saying, you have a nice little moment where Ushiwaka Maru, since he's on the screen now, you have a nice little moment where she's going after her. She's not creating a diversion, but she's basically giving it her all. And I'm gonna put it like this: she's giving her all, but she is in a way a diversion, so Ritsuka can get away. And even though he doesn't really end up doing that, which is so crazy, he doesn't end up leaving at all, so I don't understand why. But basically, her sacrifice is so he could leave. And Leonidas shows up, and when he rallies the troops. When I say that this guy is like hot-blooded, he's really hot-blooded. He's all out there with it, and I like that about him. Red hair. Let me just say that. I like how down to the waking moment he wasn't shooken, and even though he knew he was gonna die, he knew it was over, and all this other stuff like that, he seemed like he was happy, which was so crazy. And seemingly Ushiwaka is defeated, right? Seemingly she's defeated. And the reason is so many reasons why you see her so many times in this video, because I'm gonna be talking about her so much because she put in that work in this episode. Don't get me wrong, the king of Sparta, Leonidas, right? his spear actually went through Tiamat, even though it didn't do anything, because it definitely didn't look like it did anything. It went through her. It was really dramatic, and it looked great. It looked great. But it just to no avail. It didn't really do anything. And she said something that kind of like sparked Ushiwaka, right? She basically said that their sacrifice was for no reason, and they were basically giving their lives for no reason. A long story short, and she gets up, and man, she gives a hell of a final bout, man. Her swords. Like I said before, I've never seen this servant in action, so I never knew, like she gets down like that. But I like her. And let me just put that out there. I like her. She's cool. Leonidas, I like him. He's cool. Binky on a Benkei, I think that's how you say his name. Him on the other hand, y'all keep that guy. I can understand where he's coming from. He felt like he felt fear and he ran away from the fight and he basically gave up. But him leaving resulted in some of those soldiers surviving. He could have died. They could have died. They could have stayed there and they could have fought a valiant fight and died, but they lived to fight another day. And I feel like maybe Binky, I don't know. Maybe he'll come back in the future. Maybe he'll redeem himself because it's kind of messed up. Ushiwaka and Leonidas just went out like that, and you just left because you were scared. I don't know. I'm not gonna push it past them because Lord knows what you do in that situation. So can't really say too much. But yeah, that's it was at the last minute. It was kind of unexpected, but let me just say that to say this. And Enkidu, he actually comes out in the middle of the fight and he actually explains who he is, and I think his name is Kingu, and basically he ushers the second generation of demonic beasts, and he helps them ravage the world and all that other good stuff like that. But long story short, it's not Enkidu, but he has memories. I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell because sometimes, like, he convinces Tiamat to leave. He basically says that we need to raise the second generation, and he brings up all these. From your point of view, it sounds like he's just making a whole lot of excuses, but he really is. He's making a whole lot of excuses, and he's just saving them for later. I don't know if he has any ulterior motive or what's going on there, but he definitely doesn't seem to be friendly. Not right now at this moment. But for some reason, even though he's got all this going on, his mother is Tiamat, and they're gonna take over the world. He's the new human and all this other stuff like that. He still has the smallest grain of salt for Gilgamesh. For some reason, he just seems to mention him a lot and say stuff about him a lot. A lot like somebody who isn't who he says he is wouldn't be talking about this nigga Gilgamesh if he just wouldn't be talking about him if he wasn't really interested, right? But basically we ended on there, and we have this moment where Enkidu is he's just talking and he's being really, really calm, but at the same time maniacal. And you can see it on his face, you can see it on Tiamat's face. It's going down. The next time they see each other, it's going down. And they have other goddess to worry about, and they plan on stringing them along and manipulating like bad guys do, right? But anyway, I'm in the video right here. This has been my Fate Grand Order Babylonia episode 8 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.